Some residents in Chester say they're frustrated because freight trains are stopping right in the middle of town and blocking the roads.
Sometimes for up to 30 minutes. Reporter Greg Suskin has reached out to the railroad and state lawmakers to see what can be done. Greg?
Well, on Gadsden Street right there behind me is one of the main ways in and out of Chester, but certain times of day it is a parking lot as people frantically scramble to try to get around stopped trains, and that is not an easy thing to do. This picture from a viewer that says, "Well, I was on time," is routine for Chester drivers.
If the train's here, you're going to sit anywhere from 15 to 35, 45 minutes.
Every day, the L&C Railroad switches out cars downtown with a Norfolk Southern line that blocks at least 3 major crossings.
I have tried to cross here, couldn't cross here, go around to another crossing on Salula maybe, couldn't cross there.
Business owners hate it too. What has it been like for you in this train?
A nightmare.
Diane Albert runs a flower shop just off the tracks where people turn around in her parking lot. Another issue, emergency vehicles responding to calls. The county's emergency management director says their crews have learned to react to it.
We always try to notify 911 to keep that in mind, send them another way, send them around the bypass.
As for the railroad's responsibility, a likely very old state law says if any person, including any conductor of any train of railroad cars, shall obstruct unnecessarily any public road or highway for a longer period than 5 minutes after notice to remove such cars has been given, every such person so offending shall pay for every such offense any sum not exceeding $20 nor less than $5. A railroad spokesman told me the company has never been fined and he wasn't aware of the law. And this has been a problem here, a fact of life in this community for a very long time, and people know it's not going to be fixed overnight. I did speak today to the president of the parent company that owns this railroad. He says they try to be conscientious of all the drivers stopped at these intersections, but because of their safety procedures, it's just not a process they can speed up. We're live in Chester. Greg Suskin, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Greg, state lawmakers have talked about this from time to time. They told Greg since most of the railroads were here before the streets and the booming population, they have the right of way. The L&C says its trains will pull forward to unblock an intersection if emergency vehicles need to get through.